On your way to the Tommy G. Carpenter Library, it's hard to miss the goldfish sculpture that floats in the lake in front of it. In this special Archives Edition episode of Osprey 101, Spinnaker gives you a look into the iconic UNF sculpture. In 2014, a giant goldfish sculpture made out of fiberglass and styrofoam was created by UNF students for the One Spark Expo. Professor Jenny Hager, a sculpture professor at UNF, led this out-of-class project. Professor Hager says that the sculpture is officially named Colonel Cracker, but fondly referred to by most as Goldie.
Campus community, kind of named the goldfish Goldie, and I think that's really cool. I didn't know that had happened at one point, and I was surprised, and I thought that was really cool.
Before the goldfish, there was the iconic duck, Sergeant Quackers. He was the first sculpture made by the same team that also made Goldie. He was commonly loaned out to the Jacksonville Zoo as well as the One Spark Expo.
We got a call from Wayne Wood, who's an arts agitator in Jacksonville, and he asked us if we'd be interested in creating something for One Spark. And we talked about it with my class, and we decided that it would be interesting to do a rubber duck sculpture for the first one. He wanted something floating there that would bring awareness for the festival. And so he wanted it to be big, and so the students did a rubber duck for the first one, and then we did a goldfish for the second one, and then a shark for the third one. And they're all created out of styrofoam that the students carved into big, massive shapes, and we actually got the styrofoam from a floating dock removal company. So they donated the styrofoam, and then we carved it, and then fiberglassed the outside so it would be sealed from the water, and painted it.
Do you have any favorite memories of creating the sculptures?
The students were very overwhelmed when, when they make these kind of big works like that. That's kind of typical. So my favorite memory is probably just seeing everyone being very overwhelmed at the beginning stages of the project. Actually, they're pretty excited at the beginning, and then they get overwhelmed midway through. And then at the end, when it all comes together and then people see their work in the public, that's a good moment. Because it makes it all worthwhile, and the general public gets to see it's not just a project for class, it's something that exists in the real world, and the students are really proud of that. So that's probably my favorite moment every time.
In 2018, Spinnaker reporter Nolan Hammond wrote an article about her disappearance. Colonel Cracker was taken out of the lake for Hurricane Irma and hadn't returned until a brief resurgence in 2021. The shark sculpture and Colonel Cracker were held behind Building 6 during this time. In 2022, Goldie was seen flipped over and washed up on the side of the lake and reported down after Hurricane Ian. The sculpture had taken some wear after returning for only a year, but in 2024, the UNF Instagram account posted a video showing off Goldie's refurbishment.
When we pull them out to do any repairs or anything like that, people always send me emails. The library always asks me, where did Goldie go? And the Coggin College of Business says, where did Goldie go? And our students love Goldie. Can we bring Goldie back? So, and recently, Ashling Miller McDonald, who is a visiting faculty for us, she last summer worked with students to do a refurbishing of Goldie with a SURF grant from the College of Art and Sciences. So they have this really continued legacy at UNF, and a cult following maybe or something too, so that's kind of cool. So it's funny because those floating sculptures have gotten so much attention over the years, and I was telling you all when I met you that randomly every few years somebody from Spinnaker or another group wants to know more about the sculpture, so they've become sort of iconic on campus.
Thank you so much for watching, Ospreys. Stay tuned for new episodes of Osprey 101 flying to you soon. Follow us on all of our platforms for more updates. For now, This has been Annette Howard for Osprey 101 Archives Edition. It's unfortunate that Sergeant Quackers is no longer with us, but students can still see Sergeant Quackers in the game Pokemon Go, where he is immortalized in the form of a Pokestop.